So last night, I get a text from Chris Jordan asking me who did I have in the Utah BYU game. That was my big play yesterday, as you're well aware. I was going for a fourth straight 15-dime play to open up the college basketball season, having gone 3-0 the week of Thanksgiving. And I was going for winner number 5 out of 6 overall since Saturday. So I texted back that I had BYU. And about 10 minutes later, he texts me again. He says, looking good, up by 1 at the half. Well, that was the kiss of death right there, because I can tell you right now, when you are betting on a team that is averaging 93 points a game, when you are betting on a team that has scored at least 85 points in every single game, and that team is playing at home and is a 3.5 to 4 point favorite, and they only have 31 points at halftime, game, set, match. It was over. I mean, come on. I knew that one was over because Utah was exerting its will in that game. Utah, a team that wants to slow down the pace of the game, extend the perimeter outwards with their stingy defense. They were dictating the play. Didn't matter what the scoreboard said. I've been around the block enough times to know that was a loser, so I texted them back. I said, it's a guaranteed loser. And of course, BYU lost the damn game outright, and I took you down along with myself yesterday. I'm telling you, guys, I mean, there are some times that you wish for the mercy rule killing where you're down by 142 points early in the game so you don't have to watch the second half. There are others where you get backdoored at the very last second. Oh, let's think about the Green Bay Packers Atlanta Falcons game on Monday night, shall we? Or there are games where midway through you just have a sense it's over. And that's what BYU was for last night. Naturally, of course, I cashed in with 2 out of the 3 complimentary plays, giving you a winner on Colorado State, and the big rivalry game is the road dog at Colorado, and the Orlando Magic pulling off the home cover as a dog against the Washington Wizards. So I've hit 5 out of 7 free plays this week. I'm going to break down the over-under game portion of the Rams-Cardinals game for you here in just a moment, and give you a college basketball free selection on Cal Santa Barbara, San Diego, because I know there's so many of you out there that are big-time Gaucho fans. As for the game tonight, listen, the one guy to talk about, the minute I saw him coming out with the play, I had to make him the discounted release. It's Shawn Michaels. Today, not only going for winning day number 126 out of 211, but his 100 dime Thursday night lock of the year, your side selection tonight in the NFL, 54, 27, and 3 roll with 100 dime NFL releases over the past 5 years. 54, 27, and 3. Winningest football handicapper at this site. The past 5 seasons as well. College and pro combined $10 bettors have made a little over $31,000, and those same bettors are up over $24,000 in all sports over the past 20 months. Guys, check it out. Save money tonight. The coupon code is Shawn. Once again, it is Shawn, and as I said, that will get you more than a half price savings on this particular play, as tonight that coupon, actually using the coupon code Shawn, will save you $60 off the regular price. For the total, and by the way, a little heads up for you. Jeff Benton, who has won 31 of the past 48 days and has a 75-dime NFL winner, number 10 out of 13. He is on the opposite side of Shawn tonight, so if you happen to be a Jeff Benton long-term package player, you know who Shawn has. He has the opposite side. Benton now, I will say, is coming off back-to-back Thursday winners the past 2 weeks. Cowboys last week, and of course the Eagles against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. Also, Anthony Redd, Thursday night total of the year. It's another 75-dime play. You get it for just $9 by using coupon code RED9, R-E-D-D, and the number 9. Matches his 75-dime Monday night total of the year winner, which you got the Falcons and Packers over by 25 points. You got that play for just $9. His previous 75-dime NFL winner happened to be the Packers over New England 2 Sundays ago. And of course, last Thursday, you got his highest rated total of the year, just a little stronger than this one, an 80-dime play on the Bears Cowboys over. And you got that as a discounted price as well, as he goes tonight for, I believe, let me just check the website here. Yeah, NFL Major Wager winner number 4 in a row tonight for A-Red. And finally, one NBA play I got to talk about tonight. Steve Buden's number 1 NBA crew the last 5 years, his New York crew. 50-dime winner number 6 in a row. Cavs, Thunder, the game tonight. Bigger than, let's face it, bigger than the Rams-Cardinals, ain't it? They went a perfect 5-0 in the NBA Finals last year between the Spurs and the Heat. All 5 plays were 50-dime plays. 3 times they had the Spurs. They had a couple of first half plays. They won them all, so that's why it's 59 winner number 6 in a row. It's their first NBA play this season. They are 43, 27, and 4 the past 5 seasons combined. You save $77 using coupon code NYC22, which means you get to play for just $22. Now, let's talk about this game here tonight between the Rams and the Cardinals. The total is sitting right around 40 points. Before we go and take a look at this game, let's look back at what happened when these two played in Glendale. It was a 31-14 win for the Cardinals, but you realize that was a game in which they scored 3 unanswered touchdowns, 21 straight points in the fourth quarter to break away for the win. It was a game in which Carson Palmer suffered the season-ending knee injury, bringing Drew Stanton off the bench. 2 of those touchdowns were courtesy of their defense. At the time, they also had Larry Fitzgerald, 100% healthy, which he is not now. He had 9 catches for like 102 yards, I think it was, in that game. And they had Andre Ellington, who was getting about 25 touches a game between carrying the ball and being a receiver out of the backfield. He is now done for the season as well. So you have a Cardinals team that is vastly different in terms of the offensive dynamic that they bring to the field here in this rematch. Meanwhile, you got a Rams team that has knocked off Seattle, knocked off San Francisco, beat Denver at home outright as a 9-point dog rather handily, coming off back-to-back shutouts, their first 2 back-to-back shutouts since 1945 in the history of the franchise. Granted, it was at Washington, at home against Oakland. Not exactly murderer's row, right? But the defense has played extremely well. They've gotten a pass rush again. And that pass rush has accumulated 29 sacks. And not surprisingly, the team has 15 takeaways and has allowed just 6 touchdowns during a 6-game stretch. And they've won 3 of their last 4, with the only loss coming at San Diego. I think it was by 3 points on the road. So you have 2 teams. I think the dynamic here is with the Cardinals kind of beaten up offensively, coming off a very physical game with Kansas City at home, which they had to rally for the win, minus some of their big offensive playmakers, and with a quarterback who is the lowest rated quarterback in the NFL in terms of his road performance this season, and that is Drew Stanton, 1-3 on the road, 65.3% quarterback effectiveness rating compared to 97.7 at home. So you have a Cardinals team that I think is struggling a bit offensively. Meanwhile, you have a Rams team that, yes, has won 2 straight games. But again, they beat up the Raiders and the Redskins. Now they are challenging one of the top defenses in the NFL tonight. I just don't see this being a huge, high-scoring game. I mean, the total was low. It's sitting at 40 points. And it would be easy to sit here and tell you, hey, it could be 21-20. Could it be 27-14? Could be. But it has every bit of likelihood to be 20-14 or 17-13 as well. So I've got to lean toward the under in this particular spot. So the under would be my suggestion and the way to go. In college basketball, I like Cal Santa Barbara minus the 7.5. This is a game that goes at 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight at home against San Diego. The Gauchos are coming off a loss by 7 points, I think it was, at SMU. Their other losses earlier in the season to Colorado State, a team that was 8-0 going into last night's game against Colorado, Kansas, and Florida Gulf Coast. Nothing to be ashamed of here. Meanwhile, San Diego was coming off a 75-68 loss to UCLA and a 57-48 loss to its big rival, San Diego State. So this is the final game of a really tough trifecta for them. Last year, Cal Santa Barbara is a 2.5-point road underdog, won outright 72-61. You know, Cal Santa Barbara has one of the best big men that most people never have heard of, and definitely the best big man in their conference, and that's Alan Williams, 6'8", 285, no, 265 I think he is. He's not 285, 265, averaging 18 points, nearly 13 rebounds a game. They got 4 starters back from a team that won 21-9 a year ago. Meanwhile, the guy that really is the engine that drives the bus for San Diego, that's their diminutive point guard, Christopher Anderson, who at 5'7" is shorter than me. He's really struggling. 4 for 24 in his last 3 games, right? And in that same 3-game stretch, it's carried over. His shooting woes to the free throw line, 3 for 10. So when your facilitator and one of your top scorers is struggling that mightily, I got to go with Cal Santa Barbara and back the Gauchos at home, because I just like saying that, back the Gauchos at home. So anyway, those are your 2 free selections, the Gauchos at home And the St. Louis game to stay under the posted price of 40. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again on Friday. And remember, right now, well, if you're watching this video on my homepage, you know right underneath there's another video, what I call the Week in Review, where I take a look at some of the key turning points and statistics that I culled from reviewing all the box scores and some ATS stuff too from this past weekend's NFL game, and that's called the Rear View Mirror, and that video is available as well. So good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Friday.